House GOP passed a bill to limit federal judges' ability to issue nationwide injunctions, but it comes at a time of heightened threats to judges after months of social media attacks by President Trump and Elon Musk. The threats include ominous pizza deliveries with a particularly cruel twist involving a judge whose husband and 20-year-old son were shot at their family home. Her son, Daniel Anderl, was killed. And here's what she told my colleague, Nicole Wallace.
I was told that the second pizza that arrived at this judge's house, he had already received one before, the second pizza that arrived at this judge's house was sent by my son, Daniel Anderl. The name that they used on the pizza was Daniel Anderl, my baby boy, who we lost on July 19, 2020.
Judge Esther Salas, federal judge for the District of New Jersey, joins me now. I thank you. When I think about the cruelty of this, it's actually unbearable. When did you find out about this intimidation tactic? How did you react? What went through your mind when you got this information?
You know, I found out about it on Tuesday night, this past Tuesday night, and we had already known about hundreds of pizzas that have been going out to judges all over this country. And we know the significance and the threat of a pizza arriving at a judge's house. They didn't order the pizza, so what's the point? The point is someone wants that judge. Someone wants those judges to know, I know where you live. Mm-hmm. And then it escalated a few weeks ago, and they started sending pizzas to judges' children's homes. So now we know where you live and we know where your children live. Well, they're not done yet, because just this week we now have 6 pizzas that have been delivered to judges and their kids. And the sender on that pizza is my son. My murdered son's name is now being attached, is weaponized, is being used as a weapon against these judicial officers. My beautiful boy that's just right behind me. What does that say to those judges? It says, I know where you live. Mm-hmm. I know where your kids live. And do you want to end up like Judge Salas? Do you want to end up like her son? These are unprecedented attacks on judicial officers. They come in the forms of pizzas being delivered at 10-something at night. One of my colleagues, 2 cars rolled up after 10:30 in the night. And you know, his family was already sleeping, and these people are sending pizzas at that time in Daniel's name. We have to do something. We have to speak up for justice. We have to speak up for democracy. These are attacks, whether it be attacks that come in the form of our members of Congress, some of our members of Congress calling for our impeachment because we're doing our jobs. Members of this administration calling us rogue, calling us crazy, leftist, unconstitutional judges, or coming in the forms of these acts of intimidation. These are unprecedented times that really call for us to speak up for the judiciary, to speak up for justice.
How are the judges you're hearing from, or those you read about, reacting to these crazy pizza deliveries? And what is law enforcement telling you about what they plan to do about it?
You know, I'm being told that it's under investigation. I can tell you that as troubling as it is, the men and women that took an oath and wear the robe will continue to do our jobs, because we know that justice requires that we do so. But we need our leaders, whether they Republicans, Democrats, Independents, we need our leaders to stand up for justice, to stand up to these attacks. We need our leaders to be the champions for justice at this time in our nation. And so we are asking for our leaders to do that, to lead, and to lead by showing that they support the judiciary, they support the rule of law, and they believe in our democracy above all else.
I know you'll be discussing this and a lot more at an event on Zoom this Tuesday. It is called Speak Up for Justice. So what is it about? Who should log on and be a part of it?
everyone should log on and be a part of it. It's free. It's a webinar. We're going to be speaking up for justice. We're going to be talking about the importance of our constitutional framework. We are looking to shine light on this issue, not heat. We are looking to bring people together, to unify Americans, and really work together to allow us to support judges, to support the rule of law, and really to continue to love this country as Americans. We are all Americans here. And so we are asking everyone, if you can log on. It's 9 Pacific. 12 Eastern. We're asking law schools to sign on. We're asking everybody that loves this country to sign on. And one thing when we think about what we need to do, we need to speak up for justice, but we also need to encourage our leaders and our legislators across this nation to enact laws to protect judges' personally identifiable information. A lot of states and U.S. territories have yet to pass laws like Daniel's Law in New Jersey. And so we are continuing to talk about what we can do to fight against these attacks. And it starts with us. It starts with the American people, and it starts with our leaders, our champions for justice. So I hope everyone logs on and joins us to support the judiciary and really to support the rule of law and to send a message that we all love this country.
Judge Esther Salas, you have my admiration, and thanks for joining us. Best of luck.